There we go. Can you hear me now? Ali, we still good? We still good? Yeah, man. Goodness gracious. I'm over here talking. My mic daggone. Okay. Yeah, man. I don't know what's going on with my mic. But yeah, what's up, Nat Turner coming through? King NYC, what's up? I see you. Sorry for the technical difficulties, people. We get into it. Appreciate Ali coming through, man. Ali get me on track, man. I appreciate that. Ali coming through, get me on track. But yeah, man, just been, hustling, trying to find that next deal. And it's, for me at least, really shifting my marketing because there was a couple of things that happened, right? So the market shifted, a lot of buyers left. So I had, oh man, we got Keithon up in this thing. Man, Keithon up in this thing, heavy hitting. What's going on out there in the big state of Texas out there, man? But but nah, man, the market shift, a lot of buyers exited. So it's like, shoot, what do we do now? You know what I'm saying? A lot of people that you were selling these houses to is like, nah, man, we ain't buying no more. Or they're like, nah, we ain't buying, nearly at the price that we was buying. So the sellers and the buyer was on two completely different pages about the value of these properties. And it made it very difficult to do deals. And then after that, at the same time, I was texting a lot of people. And the same thing with cold calling. They made it more difficult to reach people in the way that I was reaching people through texting. And they made it a little difficult even with cold calling. And some of that same stuff began to creep in. So it just became more difficult to reach people, right? Yeah, not only were the people, wanting more than what you could offer. And shout out to Keithon, man. Keithon put me onto a lot of the stuff I'm talking about tonight. But not only did the sellers want more than what you could offer, you also had a situation where it became harder to reach people. Right? It became harder to reach people. Not saying that you can't text. There's people like I talked to. Who was that? James. I talked to James earlier, yesterday or the day. He was crushing it texting people. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that you can't do those things. I'm not saying that you can't cold call and get plenty of deals. Because Keithon was telling me about forgot the guy's name in Arkansas. I met him when he was in Atlanta. That was cold calling and crushing it out there in Arkansas, right? But the thing is, it's like it's not that you can't do it; it is more difficult to do it. Not only is it more difficult to do it, money isn't motivating people to sell their property these days, right? For most people is not the determining factor because the value, like people are not overpaying for properties at this point, right? Before they were overpaying for properties. So, a lot of people were selling so that they can get a lot of money out of their property. But now it's not that way. People not selling because they want to get the money out. People are selling because they need to sell their property, right? People say if they selling these days, man, they selling because they need to get rid of that property. They ain't just selling for fun. You know what I'm saying? Like back then, there was people just selling because it's like, I can get $100,000 in the bank, and I ain't never had $100,000 in the bank. You know what I'm saying? So it's different now. It's not the same. It's not the same. So, like, what do you do? What do you do? What do you offer somebody? What kind of, you know, how do you find the people that really need to sell? Like, how do you find those people? Well, that's the magic question right about now. Right? That's the question that everybody trying to figure out right now. How do you find those people who really need to sell? And it kind of goes back. I was talking with Cordero about this, and this is a very good point. Like, I've been researching real estate, trying to get in real estate for 8 years. Right now, about 10 years ago, 12 years ago, 11 years ago, right? Back then, you know, money wasn't necessarily motivating people to sell their property either, right? So like back then, they was talking about all these different lists and how real strategies on how to get people that's interested in selling. But as time went on, obviously you was able to just call any old list, anybody, just call random people and get them on the phone. And if you gave them the right offer, they're looking around like, man, I could put an amount of money in my pocket that I've never had before, and they go ahead and sell their property. Now that's not happening. So you got to find the people who really need to sell. Like that's the difference. And if you can't do that, then you're gonna be in trouble. If you cannot do that consistently, you will be in trouble. You'll be in trouble, man. So that's why a lot of people, not wholesaling no more. A lot of people turn to doing other stuff. This it just ain't easy out there. You know what I'm saying? It's not easy to do deals. It's not easy to find deals. All that other stuff, right? But I say that, and at the same time, if you are willing to do what it takes to find the people who need to sell, you can still crush it because there are people out here who still, like I said, who still crushing it. You know what I'm saying? There's people out here who still crushing it. Those are people who doing what it takes to find the people who need to sell their property, right? They doing what it takes to find the people who need to sell their property. The question is, will you do that? Right? So that's the big thing, man. And I'm learning that myself because like when I first started out, like that was my mindset. My mindset was like, man, I got to find people who need to sell. So I was going getting lists, I was getting probate lists, I was getting code violation lists, I was getting water shut off lists, I was getting all these different lists when I was first starting out because it was like, yes, I had to switch over. Hey, Keith, man, Keith is the Godfather, man. But anyways, shout out to Keith, man. Keith put me on. Talk about some stuff, Keith, that you put me on to, and I appreciate you, man. You know what? Keith then put me on to so much stuff, man. Keith put me on the launch control. I started texting, right? Keith put me on the lead Zolo, and man, I started lead Zolo. When did I start lead Zolo? Last week, the beginning of last week, right? So like it's been a little bit over a week, and that I started lead Zolo and Keithon. I jumped on that need to sell my house fast, right? I jumped on that too, and I don't like it. I like some of it more than I like other parts. Lead Zolo, I'm good. Like I'm good on lead Zolo. Like man, let's keep that going. But because I can flip and I can wholesale in a very rural area. I can get leads for like $100 a lead, $75 a lead. You know what I'm saying? So that helps too. And need to sell my house fast. I think it keep the leads coming faster, right? Because if you the top bid, you getting it every time. Boom, boom, boom. Or if you tied, you getting it. You know what I'm saying? Going back and forth. You getting it, you getting it, you getting it. So you're getting more leads coming through. Now what I need to do on Lead Zolo, what I don't want to do on Lead Zolo is add too many counties to where if something pop up, I can't really get it off. You know what I'm saying? I still want to stay within that's why I need both of these to kind of, create this healthy balance. But and you can tell me what you think, Keithon. I know man, goodness, man. Keithon, I already know he gonna be able to tell me some stuff. But what I experienced so far, and I know just gotta be luck, is within front. Like I started this literally last Monday. about last Monday. It may got turned on like at the end of the day on Friday. So, and then I got a lead. Maybe I wouldn't even get no leads. It's been like a week or so, right? And I've gotten about let me count how many leads I got. I ain't even gonna guess. I'm finna tell y'all. I know I got 2 leads from Need to Sell My House Fast, right? I got 2 leads from Need to Sell My House Fast, and let me see how many I got from Lead Zolo. From Lead Zolo, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 leads. So I guess that's about right. I got 10 leads. Hey, Big Daddy Roro, man. Appreciate you coming through, man. Appreciate y'all coming through. Like the video, all that good stuff. Let's get some people in here, man. Because if they look in the wholesale, they need to hear this. Straight info from the Godfather. But I'm talking about the big Keithon. But I had, what did I just say? 10 leads from Lead Zolo, 2 leads from Need to Sell My House Fast, and I've gotten 2 deals from those 12 leads. I got 2 deals. Right? I got 2 deals from 12 leads. That's crazy. To me, it is. And the thing about it, Keithon, is that on Lead Zolo, out of those 12 leads, I only paid for like 3 of them. I only paid for 3 of them. The rest of them, I had to get a refund because they was either on the market, trailer, wrong number. I had one where somebody had sold a property and then was trying to call somebody up to help them get their property back. So they weren't even the owners no more. They had already sold the property and was trying to get it back because they said their mama sold it for too cheap. Like, hey man, my mama sold that property for too cheap. We spent the money, but we want to get our property back, and they never moved out. The funny part about that, Keithon, is, man, I was looking it up because I was like, man, I got to dispute this. So I was going to look up the owner to make sure that he no longer owned the property. So when I looked up the owner, I'm like, I looked up the owner, I saw the name, dude, it was one of my cash buyers. And my cash buyer told me that she bought it off Need to Sell My House Fast. Crazy, man. But yeah, man. So crazy stuff, man. What's going on, Stephen Wynn, man? Stephen Wynn, what's up, dude? But yeah, man. So 2 deals, 12 leads, crazy, right? Also, god dang, dude, I've been getting like the leads been crazy because I'm doing that, and at the same time, I'm hitting niche lists, right? I'm hitting the water shut off list, and I'm hitting the probate list, and I'm calling them. You know what I'm saying? I'm calling them. And last week we almost got one of those probates on the hook, and we still following up with her because I think it could be a deal there. We got to make sure we fall in love with her so that we can get this thing going. But yeah, man. It's a couple of more probate deals that I'm working on that I got to do some digging, been trying to find some people. But yeah, the probate has been good leads to really jump into. But these paper leads, man. You jump on there with them, man, they ready to, you know what I'm saying? You got people that's like Keithon said, man, they ready to go. You know what I'm saying? They ready to go. And shoot, man, I mean, hopefully we can get to the closing table with both of these leads and get these things closed out, man. But I got 2 deals And hopefully we can get them to closing. If we can get one on the closing, it'll already be worth it because I say I actually paid for 4 leads total. I think out of the, about 4 leads I end up paying for, I think I end up spending, what was that? That's three, four, five, like $750 so far. So I spent $750 so far. I probably need to spend more. Like I only spent $750. I probably need to be spending about $3,000, at least $3,000 the first month, and then increase that as I go. Think if I can spend $3,000 this first month, really crank up some leads. So I need to spend more money. That's what I need to do. I need to spend more money, get more leads coming in. But and then making sure I'm following up on leads that I've already had come in because even some of those leads that was kind of warm, not really ready to go. Even like the trailer park lead that I got a refund on, I'm still gonna follow up on it. You know what I'm saying? Keith Dunn said, "Hey, big dog say yes, definitely spend more." How much you spending, man? Keith Dunn, give me some inspiration, man. Give me some inspiration. Let me know how much you spending. How much is somebody is spending? Give me something, to make me feel like, man, let's go. You know what I'm saying? Give me something, man. Give me something, Keith, to make me feel like let's go. But I tell you what, man, and I know Keith would probably say, "No, don't advise that." But and this probably is not a good thing to do. Like, you, it's interesting that a beginner could go on one of these platforms and just get one person who really interested in selling for like $179. You know what I'm saying? You can get them exactly where you want them for $179. Or maybe if you go to Need to Sell My House Fast, maybe you can get them for $100. Maybe you can get the lead for $75. You know what I'm saying? Keaton, is that better than jumping on Batch Dollar and getting $1 and buying the list and skip tracing it and sitting there cranking out the calls? Like it because my thing is, it's like, okay, if you get this one seller, are you really ready to close that seller? Probably not. You probably need to jump on the dial and call and talk to people and get used to all that, before you really jump in. But yeah, man, it's crazy, dude. Because I'm thinking I only spent $750 to get that many leads, to talk to that many people, and shoot, it's like 2 deals. Man, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Like I said, I know that's luck. I know it won't happen all the time, but it's still crazy that it even ever happened. You know, it's crazy that it even happened. That's just crazy. So Keith Dunn said we spent a total of $6,500 a month across 3 platforms. And I know you was telling me about another platform, but I like these two. You know what I'm saying? I like these two right here. I like these 2 platforms I got going. But and what criteria you looking for when you're searching for leads? They don't have like a specific criteria that I can look for. That's one thing. They don't have a specific criteria. It's within certain county. You know what I'm saying? So if you're looking in Columbia County, Georgia, or in Tatnall County, Georgia, or you may be in freaking Decatur County, Georgia. But it's all based on county, at least on Lead Solo and on Need to Sell My House Fast, right? But I'm only in the counties where I feel like if anything come across, I feel like I feel like I could buy it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I could buy it and flip it if I need to. I could wholesale it. I can do whatever I need to do, which I wanted it that way so I can have multiple exit strategies. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to, if I need to do this, I can do this. If I need to do that, I need to do that. If I can't find nobody to wholesale it to, I buy it myself and I make money off of it myself. You know what I'm saying? So Like that's kind of what I wanted. It's kind of what I was looking for. I wanted it in a place where I did know a lot of people, where I obviously could wholesale it, but I also wanted it in a place where I felt very comfortable flipping it. Because I'm thinking, man, I need to flip 20 properties this year. And if I can close, if I can get, I got two flips and then one wholesale deal that I'm hoping is a wholesale deal. If it's not a wholesale deal, it might turn out to be a flip too. But if I can get these two, so I've already got two flips. One I already did. Another one is being worked on right now. And then two of them I need to get to the closing table. And one of them closed Friday, right? So if I close on that one Friday and I go ahead and close on the other one, I think before the end of the month, dude, I have four. I have four. You know what I'm saying? Already on the road, already rolling with four of them. So I'm thinking, my goal was to do 20 flips this year. If I do 20 flips, and like you said, you're gonna win on some, you're gonna lose on some, you're gonna do good, you're gonna do bad. I'm hoping that the profit is somewhere between 20 to 30K. That's what I'm hoping, the average out. I'm always shooting like if I can't make above 30K, then might as well not do the flip. You know what I'm saying? But I'm hoping to average. Some things gonna go good, some things gonna go bad. But I'm hoping to average around that 25, 30K. If I can do that, 25K, 20 times, I don't know. Y'all do the math on that. Let me know what that is. But I'm pretty sure it's a good place to be. And then, if I can keep my wholesaling going, then boom, I'll be in good shape. You know what I'm saying? So, uh, but the criteria that I would love to have, Mr. Wynn, if you're looking for some properties and you want to send them over to me, I like 3 beds, at least 1.5 bath. That's what I like. I don't want it to be real old. If it's past like 1990 something, then I want it to be brick. And I'm looking in outside the Atlanta area, right? Anywhere outside of Atlanta. If you know Atlanta, 285 circles Atlanta, outside of 285. And then I will take a property in Augusta, Georgia. I will take a property in South Georgia, the center of South Georgia, around Tipton, Georgia, Douglas, Georgia, Ben Hill. Got to get love to my South Georgia people, man. I will buy down there for sure. I actually flipped the property in Albany, Georgia. Probably was my best flip last year, actually. Yeah, that was my best flip last year, was in Albany. So, yeah, man, you got something in South Georgia, hit me up. Tiff, Douglas, Ben Hill. I like those counties. Um, Albany still fine. I'll take Albany. Um, and then up in the Atlanta area, anywhere around the Atlanta area, you know, I'm definitely gonna try to, definitely do some of that. But yeah, man, that's kind of what I'm looking for. Like I said, I'm looking to buy. Always looking to buy, man. Like I said, looking to buy. But man, Keith spending that 6,500 a month across all three platforms is crazy, because I just spent $750 across all three platforms, and I'm like, man, I need to spend more, right? So Keith basically telling me I need to 10x my spending. So Keith, what are you making on that? So you spending 6,500 if you still in here. I know you busy, man. You got other stuff to do. I'll probably call you, hit you up if you want to answer this. But how much are you making? If you're spending 6,500 every month, how much you making, man? It's crazy. How much are you making off that 6,500? It's crazy. But yeah, I know he killing it, man. So yeah, Keith was telling me about these leads on Lead Solo and property leads. I think it was another one he was telling me about. I don't know if he was telling me about Need to Sell My House Fast, But he was just talking about how you need to get people that's interested in selling, and I think that's a big thing nowadays, man. You got to get the people who are looking to sell. You know what I'm saying? They usually got something going on. Something is happening. You know, with people who need to sell, something is happening, and that's why you got to target those people. You know what I'm saying? And I really believe it's like if you're new, you could go on some of these websites and really, you could go on some of these websites, leave Zolo, need to sell my house fast to get it set up. It's free. It's free to set these things up, right? So you don't have to pay to set up your account and all that stuff. You can go set it up and nothing's gonna happen. Like you ain't gotta pay nothing, right? And then you could be targeted in what you're doing. I think that's another big thing. You can be targeted. I mean, you can get it in whatever county you want to get the property in, which is great because if you can connect with some buyers within a certain county, that makes your ability to wholesale whatever lead come through is make that your ability to wholesale it that much better. So all that is going to work in your favor. And then let's say you're gonna need to sell my house fast, and the county that you're in, the bid is it might be 100. You know what I'm saying? Your bid might be 100. Um, that'd be awesome. You know, you know what I'm saying? That is awesome. If you're, you going in, your county bid is 100 or 75 or 125 or something like that. I, you know, I think that would really help. I think that's big. But let's say if you're gonna need to sell my house fast and your county bid is like 300, 400, you know what I'm saying? You might go to lead Zolo and they're gonna give you the leads for 179 flat fee, right? So you go in your county that on need to sell my house fast is 400 and you get them for 179. You know what I'm saying? You get them for 179. Boom. There you go. Now you ready to go. You know. So that's kind of how I determine what targets I want to, what houses I want to target, where I want to target them, and stuff like that. So I'm telling you, I think these websites could be a game changer, especially for a lot of people. A lot of seasoned people who might be like, man, you just need to find the people who looking to sell. And if you can find the people looking to sell, then you good to go. So I think that's big. And I'm putting a link in the description to need to sell my house fast. I'm putting a link in the description. You can go check it out on YouTube, man, if you need to. But yeah, man, it's definitely a game changer for people who actually know how to close. You know what I'm saying? You know how to close, then you're gonna be able to definitely do it. So Keithon said we average $52,000 on pay-per leads a month. God almighty, Keithon, man. So Keithon is spending, he getting about a 10x on his money. You know what I'm saying? For every dollar he putting in, he getting about $10 back. You know what I'm saying? He just cashing that dollar in, getting them $10 back. So he's spending $6,500 and getting $52,000 back. God almighty. Hey, we'll take that all day. You know what I'm saying? Take that all day. You don't have to spend a ton of money to close a couple of deals a month. Yeah, no doubt, man. You don't have to spend a ton of money to close a couple of deals a month doing it this way, man. You don't have to spend a ton of money. Now you have to spend money though. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, it's like it really simplifies things. You know what I'm saying? You getting like your leads gonna come in the same way. You ain't got to worry about no marketing. You ain't got to worry about none of that. Boom. You know it's coming in. Boom. Call them immediately. Boom. You own them. Create a process. Create a process. Create a process. What do you say when they come in? Some people go like I don't know, Keith. I'm starting to like to, just get straight to it with these people, because these people are looking to sell. Like they ready to go. Like, you know what I'm saying? Most of these people have stuff going on. You need to figure out what they got going on. But once you figure out what they got going on and you figure out how you can serve them, how can you help them, then go ahead and help them. Go ahead and do what it takes to relieve that pain, because that's what they're looking for. They're looking for somebody that's going to come along and relieve that pain. You know what I'm saying? That's the big thing. They wait for somebody to come along and relieve that pain. So that's what I would say. Keith, appreciate you for dropping your numbers, man. Keith always coming through. Keith is man. You don't know Keith, man. Go check him out. Go look him up on IG. Keith can drop his handle, man. But if you go look up Keith on IG, ain't too many Keith out there. I'm pretty sure he gonna pop up. But yeah, man. The pay per lead has been pretty good. Like I said, I need to spend more money on the pay per lead. I'm definitely going to look forward to trying to do that. Increase the number of leads I'm getting every month, every week from Lead Zolo, and then try to go ahead and win some of these bids. Try to win some of these bids on this need to sell my house fast, platform. So we gonna see what it's talking about. But yeah, man, that's kind of what I've been up to lately, man. That's kind of what I've been up to lately. And tomorrow I got a guy going out and look at the property to see, how much rehab going to be done. If that work out, we're gonna go ahead and get that one under contract. And we got 2 properties we're going to see tomorrow. So it's interesting, man. The league's going crazy over here on the pay per lead. And man, I'm gonna try to throw some more money at it, like Keith said, and see what happens, man. So I would encourage you to go check it out. Like I said, I put it a link in the description below for iSpeed to lead, and then on the Lead Zolo, I'm putting the link to Lead Zolo too. And if you want to get set up with Lead Zolo, let me know, because I can go ahead and get you. If you go on their website, you have to set up times, you have to do this and that to get connected with their people. But if you let me know that you want to do Lead Zolo, I can at least get you hooked up with my guy that set me up. He did a pretty good job. And he should be able to get you set up probably quicker. And at least, if you have any problems, I'll be able to help you, walk you through it or whatever. But man, we've been on this thing for about 37 minutes, man. I'm about to jump off this mug. Appreciate y'all coming through. Go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the channel, all that other good stuff. Share with your mama, them, cousin, them, auntie, them. And man, appreciate everybody coming through. Until next time, peace out.